You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. It's a cold night in December 1968. We watch as a man walks into a bar called The Cell. Unknowingly, he walks to his death. Let's watch. He finds no one in the bar and is soon looking for someone to talk to. He doesn't know it, but he's just walked into the nucleus of the cell. The nucleus is the mainframe, if you will, the computer of the cell. This is where all information is decided. He then reaches the chloroplast. This is what gives a color to the cell. You notice the brighter shining lights? That's what he's looking at. That's what the chloroplast is. The coloring of the cell. The man heads downstairs, still looking for something or someone to talk to. What he finds is the mitochondria. This is where the energy is made. It's harvested. It's absorbed. It's dispersed. Something were to explode here. Say goodbye to our cell and traveler. He then reaches the Golgi apparatus. This is where everything is packaged and shipped out. He starts to realize the basis. He begins to think what this seems like. He now knows he's in a cell. And he starts to think about what he has to do to get out of this cell. He now knows that he must perform all the jobs of each cell part. He just doesn't know what's in these packages. So he searches, looking for what may be in these packages to see what he can do to help. He finds nothing in these, but is soon on another project. He begins to do the job of the ribosomes. Their job is to make proteins. The only thing is, he doesn't know what to use. He searches around for certain objects that he might be able to incorporate in his protein. And then the builder gets to work. But does he know how to build a protein? Let's find out. As he slowly builds, he realizes that's not what he's looking for. It's not a protein. So he makes some alterations, and soon comes up with a good product. Something a ribosome would actually make. Pride is overflowing in the man, and he hopes he can get out soon. He then goes searching for other jobs, knowing what he must do to get out. But he finds the cytoskeleton. This gives the shape of the cell. Tries to knock it down, hoping that if he can knock down the cytoskeleton, maybe he'll be able to get out. No luck there. Cytoskeleton is too strong for our hero. He soon comes to the lysosome. He knows he must break down these components. Puts them into separate piles so they can be distributed or destroyed. This is the lysosome's job. He soon comes to recognize this cell, and he realizes how close he is to getting out. But he's soon thrown for a loop, as when he goes to do his next job, he sees some other so-called people, yet they're not people, they're just workers within the cell. He's in the endoplasmic reticulum. This is where proteins are assembled. There's no job for him here. He then decides he wants to try and break through the cell wall. Foolish job, but, needless to say, he tries. Gets nowhere with it, but he tried. Instead of waiting to be dispersed from the cell, he finds a shortcut. Too bad it's a vacuole. our traveler's never seen or heard from again.